wishing this morning that we could actually gather in person, maybe a little more than usual, just so I can see how folks are doing. We're going to keep working on the chakras, but I'm changing my plan a little bit. I want to get explicitly down into the first three chakras. I am suspecting that there were some sleepless nights or a lot of news media intake, a lot of scrolling, anxiety, etc. So I want to get down into the lower chakras where we can be more stabilized. And I'm going to talk about all 5 elements next week, but I want to talk a little bit about the elements and the associated qualities of those first 3 chakras. Specifically the first chakra, or most importantly the first chakra for today. This is the root chakra. The element here is earth, so it's about our stability, and it has to do with our sense of security and safety and having a safe place, having shelter, being supported and taken care of. It has to do with our parents, and I think it's fair to say also it has to do with our country, to have a sense of being safe and taken care of and belonging in the country. So that's all qualities of first chakra. And I want to bring us down into the lowest part of the chakra system so we can build up on that foundation. Second chakra, the element is water, and this is in the pelvic area. And I think what I want you to be very aware of here is the malleability of water. It will find a way. It moves around obstacles or over or under or even eventually through. It takes different forms. It has to do with our tenacity, our creativity, the idea that life will find a way. So I want us to be thinking about the possibilities of creative thinking and enterprise together. And then the third chakra, where the element is fire, there's a lot of power there. It's about assimilating our experiences, but it's also about our will and our discipline, and about bringing unity to our own internal purpose. So we're going to work with those 3 elements, those 3 chakras, not as explicitly as we did on Tuesday, nor as explicitly as we will next week, but just to bring us down into that area and bring some sense of stability and possibility and power, hopefully. That said, we're going to start by lying on the back. Begin with your knees bent and your feet on the floor. Close your eyes and relax into the floor. And let the breath be comfortable and relaxed. As you arrive here, begin to bring the focus inward and notice the sensations in the body. Feel the sense of the feet against the floor, of the pelvis, all the back ribs and the vertebrae that are touching the floor. You have the shoulders, the arms, the backs of the hands. Relax into the floor. Let the back of the head sink, soften the face. Gently close the lips and begin to breathe slowly through the nose. Inhaling and drawing the breath to the chest and now down to the belly, letting the belly soften. And exhale, gently dropping the belly and moving the air up and out. And feel a sense of releasing and sinking into the floor a little bit more every time you exhale. The slow inhale from the chest to the belly. And slow exhale from the belly to the chest with a sense of releasing, relaxing, and being supported. So one more breath like that. I'm going to bring the knees into the chest and place one hand over each knee with the fingertips pointing towards the toes. Relax the feet. And we're going to continue the same thought of the breath as we do Apanasana. So take an inhale and feel the breath move from the chest down to the belly. And then with the exhale, pull the belly in and draw the thighs in close. Keep the back of the neck long. Gently stretch the lower back. And inhale into the chest first, and then into the belly as the knees move out, away from the chest. And exhale, draw the belly to the spine and gently hug the knees in. Relaxed in the shoulders and the face. Inhale, breathe from chest to belly. And exhale, hug the knees, breathe from belly to chest. Keep the feet relaxed. Eyes are closed, face soft. Do it 3 more times at your own slow, comfortable speed. We're going to move directly into the next posture from this knee hug position. We're going to go to a twist. The twist is a chance for us to wring ourselves out, to create some space, getting rid of the things that we don't need to hold, and making space for a new idea to come in. So take the arms out comfortably to the sides as you inhale. And then with the exhale, drop both knees over to the left side. You can support the knees with your left hand if you like. Make sure the right shoulder is relaxed and comfortable. And we're going to count 6 slow breath cycles. Inhale, breathing from the chest down to the belly. And exhale, draw the belly gently in. Relax the right shoulder as the breath moves out completely. And then slowly inhale again from chest to belly. And exhale from the belly up to the chest. Start to add a little bit of a pause. Inhale from chest to belly. Pause briefly. And exhale from belly to chest. And pause briefly with the breath out. Do 3 more breaths like that on your own. Slow, complete breath with a small pause. Keep relaxing the right shoulder, softening the face. And as you're ready, the knees will come into the chest. And then we'll exhale, bringing both knees over to the right side. Relaxing the left shoulder, and we'll do 6 slow breaths. breath is smooth, long, complete, no strain. When it works, you can start to add a little pause. Take your time. Be sure the belly's drawing into the spine at the beginning of the exhale and the left shoulder's relaxing. Face stays soft. Do 3 more slow breaths. And as you're ready, bring the knees back into the chest. Again, we're going to place one hand on each knee. Return to Apanasana, but now we're going to add awareness of the pelvic floor. So take a moment to feel where your tailbone is, where your sit bones are, where the pubic bone is. Those 4 points are the anchor for the sling of muscles that makes up the pelvic floor. At the center of the pelvic floor is the perineum. So we're going to draw the pelvic floor into the perineum, squeeze the sphincters as we engage the pelvic floor at the beginning of each exhale. As you inhale, let the knees move away from the chest as the breath moves in. Then pause and gently engage the pelvic floor and pull the thighs into the chest. Relax as you pause and then inhale. Move the knees away again as you breathe from chest to belly. Pause, engage the pelvic floor, and then exhale. Pull the knees in. You should feel the lower back coming flat down to the floor. Pause and relax. And then inhale, breathe from chest to belly. Keep the feet soft. Pause, engage the pelvic floor, and pull the knees in. Relax while you pause, then inhale. Knees move away. Pause, engage pelvic floor, and pull the knees in close. Feel the lower back stretch. Relax. Inhale, move the knees away. Pause, engage the pelvic floor, and pull the thighs in close. Relax. And one more time. Inhale, breathe from the chest to the belly. Pause. Gauge the pelvic floor and then pull the knees in close. And relax. Now bring the feet down to the floor. Feel the floor underneath you. Take the arms out comfortably wide. Eyes still closed. Breath relaxed now. Take another moment to bring the awareness to the sensation inside the body. Feel the body at rest on the floor. Soften everything you can. Now we're slowly going to come up onto all fours. Bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips. Continuing to mobilize the spine, be aware of the breath. With the inhale, draw the chest forward. With the exhale, tuck the tail, pull the belly in, and move your hips back to your heels. Elbows dropping down to the floor, neck and shoulders relaxed. And come forward again, as you inhale, let the chest gently open. And exhale, tuck the tail, pull the belly in, soften the elbows as you move your hips back to your heels. Relax the neck and shoulders. Come up on your inhale, we're going to move the knees a little bit wider. And exhale, engage the pelvic floor as you tuck your tail. Pull the belly to the spine and move the hips back to the heels. And come forward again with the inhale. Exhale, pelvic floor, tuck the tail, pull the belly in and move the hips back to the heels. Relax the neck and shoulders. And again, come up on the inhale. We're moving the knees even a little farther. You can have your feet at the same distance if that's more comfortable with the knees, just a little farther. Almost as wide as your mat. Inhale into the chest and exhale. Concentrating around the pelvic floor, the pelvis, the lower back, the sacrum. And inhale, come back up to the top, open the chest. One more time in this wide position. Pelvic floor, tuck the tail, belly in. Relax the neck and shoulders so the emphasis of the stretch is in the lower spine. And then stay for a moment here. Knees wide. Again, the feet can still be in line with the sit bones. But feel that stretch over the back of the sacrum. Feel the awareness of the pelvic floor. Gentle stretch in the lower back. We're slowly going to make our way upright. So take a moment to get the head above the heart. And as you're ready, we'll come up into a standing position. Establishing your samastiti. Being aware of the feeling of the floor beneath the feet. Being aware around the pelvis, the support of the pelvic floor, the support of the muscles in the low belly. And feel the ease in the upper back, neck and shoulders, relaxing the face. We'll work with Ardha Utkatasana, the half squat. Inhale, float the arms forward and up. And with the exhale, bend the knees and pull down. Relax the upper body over the bent legs. Feel your feet, feel your legs, your buttock muscles working as you straighten up on the inhale. And then bring the arms down the front with the exhale. Again, inhale, float the arms forward and up. Exhale, draw the belly in, bend the knees, pull down. Feel the feet and the legs, feel the muscles of the buttocks and the belly working as you come up. And exhale, arms down the front. Again, like that. Inhale, raise the arms. And exhale from the belly, bend down. Relax the neck and shoulders. Get into the feet, legs, buttocks, belly. Come up on the inhale. Exhale, arms down. Now we do the same thing 3 more times, but add an awareness of the pelvic floor. Inhale, arms forward and up. Pause. Gather the pelvic floor, then pull the belly in and bend down. And again on the inhale as you come up, feet, legs, buttocks, belly, all strong and supportive. Exhale, arms down the front. Inhale, arms forward and up. Pause at the top of the inhale, engage the pelvic floor, then exhale, bend down. And float up on the inhale. Strengthen the lower body. Exhale, arms down the front. One final time. Inhale, float the arms up. Pause at the end of the inhale, gather the pelvic floor, pull the belly in and bend down. And lift with the inhale. And exhale, lower the arms down the front. Soften soften and relax. Sense of stability at the base of the spine. Finding your own inner stability, your own inner security. Sense of adaptability, creativity, collaboration around the pelvis. Sense of possibility. And in the belly, integration, being able to process what's happening, to release what's not necessary to be held onto, to assimilate and find internal unification. Okay, let's take a wide stance for the twisted triangle. Keeping our focus in this pelvis and low abdominal area. With the inhale, stay easy with your arms as you lift them to the sides. Engage the pelvic floor, then exhale. Twist down to the left side. Wrap your left arm around your back so you're touching the sacrum and the pelvis. Inhale, float back up to the top. Pause, engage the pelvic floor. Exhale from the belly. Then down to the right leg, wrapping the right arm around the back. And float to the top on the inhale. Pause, pelvic floor, then exhale. Bring your hands down and let them rest on the sacrum. And float the arms up again. Inhale, pause, pelvic floor, low belly, twist to the left. Wrap the left arm around. And float to the top on the inhale. Water element, feel that flowing. Pause, exhale. And reach down to the right side. And float to the top. Pause, then exhale. Hands come to the sacrum. Again. Inhale, float the arms wide. Let the belly soften. Pause, engage the pelvic floor, and then exhale from the belly. Twist down to the left side, wrapping the left arm around the back. Float up to the top, shoulders easy. Pause, find the pelvic floor and the belly, then exhale. Twist down around to the right side. And float up to the top. Easy in the shoulders. Pause. Exhale, hands come to the back. Let them rest on the sacrum. 3 more repetitions. Inhale, easy shoulders as the arms come up. Pause. Pelvic floor, belly, twist left. Inhale, float up. Pause, pelvic floor. Exhale, twist to the right. Wrap the right arm around. And float to the top, easy in the shoulders. Pause, and exhale. Hands down to the sacrum, 2 more repetitions. Inhale, float the arms, stay easy in the upper body. Pause, pelvic floor, then exhale, down to the left side. And float up. Pause, pelvic floor, and exhale to the right. Float to the top on the inhale. Pause, pelvic floor, hands to the sacrum. 1 more repetition. Try it on your own. When you're done, we'll keep the legs wide. We're going to bring the hands down onto the backs of the thighs. Relax the breath for a moment, preparing for a wide leg forward bend. I'm going to go down into this forward bend and stay for 6 breaths. If it's too long to stay for 6, you can go for 3 and come up and take a break and go back down, or just do what's appropriate. Slow inhale from chest to belly. Pause, gauge the pelvic floor, pull the belly button into the spine, and then slide your hands down your legs. Once you're in the forward bend, do what works with your hands. You can keep them on the legs or bring them to the floor or even bring them to the lower back or sacrum. 6 slow breaths at your own pace. If you can incorporate the pelvic floor each time before you start your exhale, try to do that. Relax the neck and shoulders. Steady in both feet. Try not to roll to the pinky toe side of the foot, but stay grounded through the big toe. When you've completed 6 breaths down in the forward bend, bring the hands back onto the legs and slide up on an inhale. Take a moment, relax the breath. Then we're going to step back into Samasthiti. Take a moment, connect down into the feet. Draw your awareness up the legs. Feel the base of the spine. Feel the pelvic girdle, the lower belly, the lower back. Relax the neck and shoulders. Breathing is soft. Release control of the breath. Connect with your own sense of inner stability. Now we're going to take a modification of Utkatasana, the full squat. So if you can't do a full squat, which probably most of you can't, without your heels coming off the floor, I want you to take a blanket or a folded towel or a pillow, not too squishy, something that's a bit steady that you can stand on, placing the heels up on the blanket and the balls of the feet down on the mat. So I'll give you a moment to organize that. And we're going to keep the heels solid on the blanket, but this should give you a little more space to bend in the knees and hips. I want you to explore what's a reasonable range of motion. So how deeply can you safely and comfortably bend your knees and hinge at the hips? That's the place that we're going to aim for. We really want to stay solid in the feet though. No destabilization. And with the inhale, we'll take the arms forward and up. And again, we're going to pause at the end of the inhale, engage the pelvic floor, and then with the exhale, bend the knees and fold down. See if you can come down into a full squat. And then inhale, lift the arms, push up off of the legs, stand all the way up. And exhale, Bring the arms down the front. So of course, if you can't go fully down, just go down as far as you can. Hands can come onto the thighs or onto the floor when you're in that lowest position. Inhale, arms forward and up. Pause. Engage the pelvic floor, bend the knees, and deeply fold forward. Moving towards a full squat, and then lift on your inhale. Really feel the legs working, the buttocks working, the belly working. Exhale, arms down the front. Again, inhale, arms forward and up. Find the pelvic floor, then with the exhale, bend down, relaxing the neck and shoulders. And then float up. Feel the feet, the legs, the buttocks, the belly. Exhale, arms down the front. Now if you can keep your heels down, you can do the full squat without the blanket, of course. We're going to do it 3 more times. Inhale. Pause, engage the pelvic floor, and exhale, bend down. We want the heels solid on the floor or the blanket. And then inhale, lift, push away from the feet. Use your legs, your buttocks, your core muscles. Exhale, arms down the front. 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Pause, engage the pelvic floor. Pull the belly in, bend down. And float up. Exhale, arms down the front. 1 more repetition on your own. When you're done, relax your breathing. If your heels are up on the blanket, you can step off of the blanket and resume your Samastiti. Connecting with the floor, steady through the feet. Let the attention rest at the base of the spine. Soften the belly. Relax the shoulders. Soften the facial muscles. Breath is moving at its own pace. We're going to work with Uttanasana and Ardha Uttanasana, forward bend with legs straight, half forward bend. There's a little bit of awareness moving up into the heart in this case for courage, the cœur of the heart. So as we open the heart, bring the energies of the lower chakras up and think of that heart opening as a gesture of courage. Inhale, arms move forward and up. Pause, engage the pelvic floor. As you exhale and bend down, keep the legs comfortably straight and bring your hands to the sacrum. And leave them there as you inhale, flatten the back. Let the chest open. Engage the pelvic floor and then exhale. Lean down into the forward bend, relax the neck and shoulders. Then inhale, sweep the arms forward. Stay steady and even on the feet as you inhale all the way to the top. Engage the pelvic floor, pull the belly in, lower the arms down the front. We'll do it 5 more times. Inhale, arms forward and up. Pause, pelvic floor, pull the belly in, bend down, hands to the sacrum.
Inhale, flat back. Try not to sink back into your heels. Stay even on the feet. Engage the pelvic floor, then hang down with your exhale. And with the inhale, reach the arms forward and come up. You're still strong in the legs. You should feel the backs of the legs and the buttocks working there. Exhale, arms down the front. Inhale, arms forward and up. Pause. Pelvic floor. Bend down with the exhale. Be sure you're pulling your belly button to the spine. Draw the hands around to the sacrum. Inhale, flat back. Pause, pelvic floor, belly button up to the spine, then down. Relax the neck and shoulders. And lift to the top with the inhale. Pause, pelvic floor, belly in as you exhale, arms down the front. 3 more repetitions. Inhale, raise the arms. Pause, pelvic floor, belly in as you exhale. Bend down, hands to the sacrum. Inhale, float the chest up into a flat back position. Pelvic floor, then belly to spine as you exhale and bend down. And lift to the top with your inhale. Pause, pelvic floor, exhale, belly to spine, arms down. 2 more times. Inhale, arms up. Pause, pelvic floor, exhale, and forward, drawing your belly button into the spine. Inhale, flat back. Pause, pelvic floor, belly to spine, release. And come up with the inhale. Pelvic floor. Exhale, belly to spine, arms down the front. Do that 1 more time on your own. When you're done, relax the breath. Connect with the feet. Stand tall and steady. Bring your awareness to the base of the spine. Feel your inner sense of stability. Connect with the feeling of being safe and supported. I want to move into the forward bend and now stay for 6 breaths. Each time we're going to pause after inhale, gather the pelvic floor in at the beginning of the exhale. You can take a little bit of a space after the exhale. Feel free to soften in that space. If 6 breaths forward is too much, of course, break it into 2 parts. With the inhale, arms come forward and up. Pause, engage the pelvic floor, pull the belly in and bend down. Keep the legs comfortably straight. Relax the neck and shoulders. Soften. And then stay. Inhale. Pause. Exhale, stay there. Engage the pelvic floor, the belly to the spine. Relax the neck and shoulders. Soften.
and inhale. Pause, engage the pelvic floor. Exhale, belly to spine. Complete exhale, neck and shoulders easy. Relax at the end of the exhale. And inhale. Pause. Engage the pelvic floor and full complete exhale. Releasing into the forward bend. Softening at the end of the exhale. Do it 3 more times on your own. When you've completed the 3 breaths on your own, we're going to inhale to the top.
Once again, pause at the end of the inhale, pelvic floor engages, then exhale, belly to spine, arms down the front. And relax the breath. Steady on the feet, awareness in the body. We're going to move down onto all fours. Work with child's pose and downward facing dog. In the down dog, we're going to stay 1, then 2, then 3 breaths. With the inhale, feel your chest move forward. Exhale, tuck your tail between your legs and bring your hips back to your heels, softening the neck and shoulders. Inhale, come up to all fours. Pause at the end of the inhale. Engage the pelvic floor, then tuck the toes. Press the belly to the spine as you raise your hips to the ceiling. Knees can stay bent if you like. Stay while you inhale. Pause. Exhale. And then inhale the knees down to the floor. The end of the inhale, engage pelvic floor, then exhale. Bring your hips back to your heels. Soften your neck and shoulders. And inhale up to all fours again. Pelvic floor, then exhale. Hips to the ceiling. 2 breaths this time. Inhale. Pause, engage the pelvic floor, then exhale and really draw the belly into the spine. Press your hands away from the floor. And stay again. Inhale. At the end of the inhale, pause and engage the pelvic floor. Then pull the belly to the spine with the exhale. Inhale, knees to the floor. Pause, pelvic floor, exhale, move the hips back to the heels. If you need to take a little rest, you can. When you're ready, we're going to go 1 more time. Inhale, lifting up. Pause, engage the pelvic floor. Exhale to downward dog, this time for 3 breaths. Take your time after the exhale. On the inhale, you can soften the belly. Pause, re-engage the pelvic floor, and then exhale, pull the belly to the spine. 2 more breaths.
When you're ready, the knees come down on the inhale. Once again, pause, pelvic floor, then hips back to the heels. And you can either stay back in the child's pose or do Chakravakasana a couple times, whichever feels better for the back. And then please come all the way out onto your stomach and make a pillow with your hands. Rest your forehead on the hands. Close the eyes, relax the control of the breath. Keep the elbows down on the floor. Inhale, direct the breath into the chest and raise the chest and head up off of the mat. Pause, engage the pelvic floor, pull the belly in and exhale. Lower the forehead back down to the hands. And do that again. Inhale, lift the chest and head, keep the elbows down. Pause, find the pelvic floor, belly to spine, and exhale. Lower the forehead back down. We're going to take the legs just a little bit wider. And inhale, raise the chest. Pause, pelvic floor, exhale, belly to spine. Release the forehead down. Again. Inhale, lift. Pause. Pelvic floor, belly to spine, and lower the forehead back down. And we're going to take the legs a little bit wider, about as wide as the mat. Inhale, float up. Pause. Pelvic floor, belly to spine, and exhale, release the forehead back down. Last time. Inhale, float up. Pause. Pelvic floor, belly to spine, and exhale, lower down. And then relax. Now leave the legs wherever they're comfortable, and we're going to stretch the arms all the way out. If that doesn't work for you, you can keep your hands under your forehead. Just going to do a couple relaxed breaths in this whole prostration. Allowing the whole front of the body to relax down into the floor. Sinking into the pull of gravity. Relax the legs, the buttocks. Natural breath. And then we're going to turn over onto the back. Bring the knees into the chest. You can have something behind your head if you like. Lengthen the back of the neck, relax the shoulders. We're going to do a leg lift with a scissor, with a split in it, with the legs coming wide. I'm going to do a movement with the arms. If that seems too much, you can keep your hands on your legs. So you can have your hands on your thighs or bring them down onto the floor at your sides. With the inhale, we're going to stretch the feet to the ceiling and sweep the arms up. And then with the exhale, legs are going to scissor wide and the arms open wide. Keep control around your core. Inhale, bring the legs back to the ceiling, sweep the arms up overhead.
And then exhale, bend the knees and sweep the arms down to the sides. So a lot of awareness around the tailbone, the back of the sacrum, the lower back, and the belly. Inhale, stretch the legs up, sweep the arms if you like. Exhale, legs scissor wide, arms open wide. Feel that weight at the back of the sacrum. Inhale, stretch the legs up, feel the belly. Arms up overhead. And exhale, bend the knees and sweep the arms down. Feel your belly pulling into your spine. Inhale, stretch the legs up. Remember, you can support your legs with your hands if that's helpful. Exhale, arms and legs wide. Inhale, feet to the ceiling, arms up overhead. And exhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms down. We're doing it 3 more times. If you can add your pelvic floor engagement for these last 3, then do that. Inhale, stretch up, pelvic floor, and then exhale. Arms and legs wide. Inhale, back to the ceiling with the feet, arms overhead. Exhale, bend the knees, lower the arms. Again, stretch up. Pause, engage pelvic floor, then exhale, belly to spine as your legs and arms go wide. Inhale, come back up, pause, and exhale. Knees bend, arms down. One more time. Inhale, stretch up. Pause for the pelvic floor. From the belly, exhale, arms and legs wide. Inhale, back up to the ceiling. Pause for the pelvic floor. And exhale, arms and legs back down. Either bring your hands onto your knees or rest your arms comfortably at your side. Relax down into the floor. Feel your awareness around the pelvis, the lower back, the sacrum, the low belly. We're going to bring the hands onto the knees and finish here with Apanasana. With your inhale, float the knees out away from the chest. Pause, engage the pelvic floor, pull the belly into the spine, and then draw the thighs in close. Be sure the feet are relaxed, separated from each other. Take a moment. And then inhale, chest to belly. Pause for the pelvic floor, belly to spine, and exhale, pull the thighs in close. Keep the shoulders relaxed, the face relaxed. Pause with the breath out for a moment. Inhale. Pause, pelvic floor, exhale, belly to spine. Feet relaxed, shoulders easy, face relaxed, lower back flattening. Relax into the pause after exhale. And do it 3 more times. Feet and face relaxed, soften into the pause after exhale. When you're ready,
Bring your feet down onto the mat. Knees bent, arms comfortably wide, eyes closed. Relax the control of the breath. Settle for a moment here with the soles of the feet against the floor. Then we're going to move into final relaxation. If you have a bolster or an extra yoga mat, or you can roll your blanket up, I definitely would encourage you to place something behind your knees as you do your relaxation today. But of course you can also just spread the leg, or extend the legs and spread them wide. Let the body move into its comfortable, relaxed position with the legs wide. Relax at the hips. Relax up the length of the legs. Let the back of the sacrum settle. Relax the belly. Feel the breath moving at its relaxed pace, in and out of the belly, relaxing the muscles of the lower back. Soften in the pelvic floor. We've been working there a lot, so consciously let the tailbone drop. And bring the awareness up the length of the torso, relaxing through the spine, through the belly, through the chest, the upper back, the shoulders. Soften down the arms to the hands and fingers. Relax up the neck to the back of the head. Soften the face, the throat, the jaw, the forehead. Relax all the way to the crown of the head. Once the body is relaxed, bring the attention back down to the base of the spine. And allow the awareness to stay in the area of the first three chakras, the base of the spine, the pelvic floor, the pelvic girdle, the sacrum, lower back, low belly, and navel area. Finding your release into the support of the floor. Feeling your sense of stability and malleability. Of possibility of integration. Continue to rest the awareness down in that lowest part of the torso. Breath relaxed. Draw the attention back in and down anytime it wanders.
Feel your body, feel the floor beneath you. Recognize that support, the possibility of releasing into it, and the feeling of stability in that release. We slowly work our way up into a seated posture. So deepen the breath, lengthen, stretch from fingers to toes. After you've had a long stretch, bring the knees into the chest. Gently stretch the lower back. As you're ready, roll to the right side and come up into a seated posture. Sit on a cushion or a chair. You want to be very sure that we've got a good, solid connection between the seat and the sit bones. As you come upright, root the sit bones down, let the spine rise up out of that steady seat. Soften in the chest, the shoulders, the throat, the face. Lips gently closed. Soft Ujjayi breath. Inhale through the nose, moving the breath in and down, bringing the attention to the pelvic floor. Pause, engage the pelvic floor, and then exhale. Let the breath move up and out. Feeling that support of the pelvic floor and the belly. Pause at the end of the exhale. Soften the engagement of the pelvic floor and the belly as you inhale. Pause at the end of the inhale and re-engage pelvic floor, navel to spine, and breathe up and out. Relax the neck and shoulders as you pause at the end of the exhale. And soften the pelvic floor and the belly as you inhale, breathing in from the chest to the belly, down to the sit bones. Pause and engage the pelvic floor, then exhale, hug the belly to the spine, breathe the breath up and out, softening the shoulders and the face even more. Pause with the breath out, and relax the pelvic floor and the belly as you slowly inhale. Do 3 more breaths like that on your own. you're ready, relax the control of the breath. Bring your attention back down to the base of the spine. Feel your sit bones reach down into the support of your seat. Connect with your own inner sense of stability, safety, security, of being supported. Being well rooted, grounded. Bring your attention up to the level of your sacrum. Feel the bowl of the pelvis. Of your own ability to be creative, to enjoy life, to be adaptable. And then bring the attention up to the level of the navel. Connect with your own inner power, your strength, your will, your self-discipline. The possibility of transformation by means of that concentrated effort. And then let your attention come up to the heart center. Feel the courage in your heart. With the support of the lower 3 chakras, heart can remain open and lifted. So you can relate to the world without being destabilized. We'll end there at the heart. Let the hands come together in Anjali Mudra. Namaste. Be well. Use your own inner resources. Stay steady. I will see you again on Tuesday, and we'll work up a little bit higher at the chakras, continuing to find the support of the lower ones and then building up from there. And for some reason I'm not seeing who's here today very well, so please make sure that you sign in so I know that you were here. Okay, again, be well, and I'll see you soon.